Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy, Wells. And today I actually want to talk about something that was more near and dear to my heart. People who are there for you and people who aren't, right? So I got on the phone with one of my battle buddies, and yeah, this was like one of my closest friends in fucking AIT. We've been through basic together, all that, and we still keep in contact, right? Like, we all know that those relationships typically flake out, but this is my guy, right? Like, right hand man. I fucking love this dude, right? And I always talk to him, and I always kind of wonder, like, what is he up to, right? And he always tells me, I'm gonna go visit my family and shit, and I'm gonna go see my people, which is fine, right? And kudos to you. But to all my service brothers and sisters out there, um, I genuinely want to make this video out of my heart because it's just a reminder, right? When you go back home for the holidays and shit, it's one of those more sad, depressing ass times, right? Like, of course, it's happy because, if you're an IET person, you're probably getting that block leave, right? You're definitely, like, you're pretty much slated to get that block leave. But if you're a regular, you know, duty or whatever, it's up to your command. It's up to their discretion, whatever. But it's one of those harder times, and I want to talk about it because it's just a reminder who's there in your corner when you come back home for the holidays. I always run into this problem every time I come back. Technically, still in Tradoc, right? It's not even technically. My situation is some bullshit, but it is what it is, right? I'm still in Tradoc, unfortunately. I'm ready to just get to the regular force, which is fine. But my career, convoluted ass story, whatever. Every time I get to go home, it's always like one of those hard hitting moments for me personally. I know, and it can be hard on a lot of other people who are my battles or whatever. I know some of my battles actually subscribe to me. A few of you appreciate that, by the way. Thank you, bro. But near and in my heart, I actually just a reminder who actually goes out of their way to come see you when you're back home. That's the whole premise of this video. Who's actually going out of their way and say, "Oh, you're back in town. I'm gonna come see you," rather than "Oh, dude, you're back. You got that gov money. Come see me, dude. Come drive out to my house. Come see me." Who's actually willing to see you? And it's one of those things that genuinely, on paper, it doesn't sound like that detrimental, but when you're in those moments and you feel that shit, bro, it's because you went through all this change, all this getting better, all this building up and whatever or whatnot. Hoorah, hooah, because I'm army, right? All this hooah spirit and shit. And you get back home and it's just like sad, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, during the holidays, I always get sad during this time. Even though, like, I'm happy to be back with my family and shit, But this is now my second or third. No, this is my third actual Christmas coming back from the military. You may still be like, how the fuck are you still trade? I get this year's third one, and that's what I mean. Like, I'm hemmed up. But this is my third holidays where I am coming back from leave to like on leave rather, to come spend time with my family. And every time, like, it's a wave of depression. I'm not gonna lie, and it's one of those things that actually people don't talk about. So for my brothers and sisters who are going through that shit, just know that there are people in your corner. It's typically easier for military members to associate with other military members. Like, you live with these dudes day in, day out, but they actually become part of your family to some extent, right? Because you're living with these motherfuckers, and that's those military bonds, because they're going through the shit with you. They're going through the suck with you. And I know at times it's like family, like real family. You start to hate these motherfuckers, right? But just look to your left and right and just realize they're going through some shit as well. And you never know, right? Like, back home, the situation they may have left the toxic ass environment just to go into another toxic ass environment. And it's one of those things where, like, we always joke about it. Don't jump from the third floor. Like, don't do it. Don't jump from the staircase or take your shoelaces. And we always joke about the shit, but it's some real shit because I'm genuinely tired of like I've been in that fucking hole, bro. Like, it's some real shit. Like, this mental health shit. As much as we joke about it, dude, it's some really depressing shit. It's some really heavy shit, and nobody wants to really talk about it or anything because it is heavy. And it's awkward. It's uncomfortable. But you know, that's one of the more serious videos. That's for this holiday because I know I'm a goofball. I joke around all fucking day, but this is just more so. Check who's in your corner. That's the main point of this video. Check who's in your fucking corner, who goes out of their way to see you for the holidays, and who like because we support our families back home when we're in the military because we're taken care of, right? But after after the service, it's always like you see military members who get screwed over because it's like, while you were taken care of by the government, they don't understand how to fend for themselves now because nobody's there for them after the fact, and it just sucks. Like you see it time in, time out, and you're gonna be like, "Well, you're stupid. You should have listened to it." But it's just hard. It's genuinely hard for some people because they're young. They join in young. They join in dumb. They don't understand. They don't know any better. They don't know what's real from fake. They don't understand. They haven't been around the fucking washer in life, and they don't have people in their corners telling you all this good shit. Of course, from the outside looking in, it's easy to say, dude, don't marry the fucking stripper. Like, don't get scammed. You've heard it time and time again. But it's a reason that that statistic is a thing. It's because that person to your left and your right is that dumb motherfucker. And you have to constantly remind them, like, dude, stop being fucking stupid. And they're going to tell you, they're going to give you the big old blah story. Like, oh, man, I already know. I'm not that fucking stupid. And then they're that fucking stupid. And they go on and they go marry, Betty Blue, who's touching on Jody the entire time. Like that's why they have the fucking Jody cadence for Betty Blue over there. You thought she was gonna be fucking loyal to your dumbass? No, motherfucker. She's getting touched on by the entire like football team. Not even the fucking Bears money, right? This bitch is civilian still. She's getting touched on by her coworkers and shit, talking about her work husband and shit. Dog, stop being a statistic. Be smarter than that. You have to refuse to lose, and you have to stay motivated. Keep your fucking head up always, and just remember who the fuck is in your corner, bro. Honestly, we're all my brothers and sisters in arms. Remember who's in your corner when you go back home for these holidays, or if you don't, who's checking in on you, who's throughout the year, who's actually looking at you and saying, "Oh, are you all right? Are you taken care of? Are you doing okay? Are you mentally well?" Who the fuck is actually checking in on you throughout the year, right? Not just during the holidays, throughout the entirety of the fucking year. Who's actually in your fucking corner? And those are the people that you look out for. Don't look out for the motherfucker who's, oh, during this holiday, like they encroach, and you're thinking, oh, they wouldn't do that to me. That's my family. I've known this motherfucker for 30 years. But it's a reason that those statistics exist. You are now the statistic, and you're going to see it happen to you, and you're going to be like, holy shit, this is what the fuck they're talking about. Like, every holiday season, they always come to me panhandling and shit, hands out, feed me. But who the fuck is checking in on you throughout the year, you know what I mean? And it's easy to get, like, that guise of, they wouldn't do it to me because we're different, we're family, we've known each other for X amount of years. They're going to do that shit to you, bro. They're going to take advantage of the situation because they think you're military. You got these deep pockets. Motherfucker, you're getting E2 pay, probably E1 pay because you got demoted like my stupid ass with the scooter adventure, right? Who's checking in on you throughout the year? Don't give to those who don't support you, don't check in, don't say anything like that. There's so many fake people. There's people who I'm still cool with, right? I'm still cool with you, but you won't get shit out of me. I used to be the guy who would always like, bro, if you with me, bro, I'm gonna take care of you, right? I'm gonna, get you to your food and shit. But my first sergeant in basic said, dude, you're a grown ass man. You can pay for your own fucking food. And that shit stuck on me. It's like, he said, I'm not gonna buy another grown ass man food. And I was like, that's a harsh reality. That's fucking real. Why should you have to buy another grown ass man food? Now that this grown ass man buy you food as well, right? Probably not, because you're it's that friend that's always, oh, bro, I'm working on it. I'm working on the job, man. Every time you talk to this motherfucker about what the fuck is going on in their life, you're just trying to better them. They're head scratching, sitting in the corner. Oh, they ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? But fuck it, bro. You have to worry about yourself. All my brothers and sisters, please don't get taken advantage of. And I hope this doesn't fall upon deaf ears. Seriously. If even one person, gets to say no this year, and I spark that amongst one of my brothers or sisters, I'm fucking satiated. I'm happy. Honestly. Please don't get taken advantage of, because they will try that shit with you. They're gonna be with their hands out. Oh, man, no, it's different, bro. We're not them, bro. Bro, we go back years. Every motherfucker hears the same sob story every fucking time. Tiny violin, right? I had a fucking drill sergeant in basic who always did the tiny violin shit. Right? Just they actually bought him a fucking mini violin, by the way. But sad sob story. Yeah, because they're fucking giving you that sob story, and people try to play on those emotional parts and try to take advantage of you. Don't be that fucking sucker. And then behind your back, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I suck at this dumb fuck." He fucking believed it. He fell for the shit every time. They giggle behind your back, bro. They're fucking clowning your dumb ass. Don't be that guy. And me, I wouldn't give it if I couldn't afford it. That's just my rule. If I can't afford it, I'm just not gonna give it to you flat out. I don't have that problem saying no, but if I can, then I'm doing that out of the kindness of my heart. You're not taking advantage of shit because I honestly saw this as a loss. I'm not expecting you to give shit back because I already know people are not gonna give shit back. They ask, "Can I borrow? Can I have?" So on and so forth. I'd rather you just tell me, but no, they always want to borrow. And then when I go, I look like I'm begging for my shit back. You know, even though you said you were gonna pay me back, motherfucker, it's my fucking money. And then they try to make you feel bad. Like, man, you didn't have no problems begging me for the money in the first place, you piece of shit. So, best thing is, don't give your shit out. Don't get taken advantage of. Keep your pockets closed. That's Wells. I'm out. Merry fucking Christmas, by the way. Happy holidays. Hope you have a great holiday. I love you, people. Bye.